Alright, so it's the next day, so we're going to go ahead and do the review on the 30-inch Time Master. We didn't have time yesterday, we worked a long day, it was extremely hot, so we came back today, we have to get some stuff, and we're going to do the quick review. So, here's the mower, the 30-inch Time Master. Just like with anything in life, there's positives and negatives. But first, we're going to talk about some of the negatives. So what was your worst negative with the mower?
It's a little hard for someone my size to maneuver, you know, when you're cutting grass. I mean, and I'm strong, but it's a little bit harder to, you know, turn and stuff like that. Also, this handle, to me, like, served almost no purpose.
That's going to be coming
handle
off. I'm taking it off.
I mean, I get it to turn, maybe it might help, but I didn't use it at all. Right, at all. That's only my negative, really.
That was like her one negative, is maneuvering it. So the mower is 147 pounds, I believe. Okay, so if you have this mower, buy this mower, and you're only cutting your house, that half an hour to 1 hour that it's going to take, it's not going to bother you. If you're using the mower for your business like we are, and you're mowing with it all day, don't matter how strong you are, eventually you're going to feel that weight, and it's going to, you know, get to you. When you're pulling it back, turning it time and time again, you know, you are going to feel that weight. So another thing I really don't like about it is the clutch engagement. Now, I'm sure the clutch is fine, but this mechanism to engage it,
It's a little cheap.
it's cheap. Yeah, it's a cheap piece of plastic.
Flimsy.
Though it is in a convenient spot right here, I don't like where it's at. It's so cheap that it's not going to take much for a branch to get caught in there and pull that back out. They really could have did a lot better job engineering that.
Oh, another negative thing on this is the size of the gas tank.
That's the biggest complaint we've heard so far, and I can now verify. I don't even think that tank is as big as our 22 recycler. No. I'm not sure the measurements on it. I could be wrong, but it seems like this runs out of gas so much faster.
Compared to the 22-inch
Yeah, our 22-inch recycler, yeah.
We barely ever fill that when we're doing lawns.
This
one we did, what, 3 times?
We filled it all day, it seemed like.
So it's very small, but I guess there's going to have to be some pros and cons to it.
One more thing I don't like is all the spindles and belt right under this cover. I wish they would have used even like sheet metal to cover it instead of this plastic, and there's, as you can tell, there's no protection right in here. That's going to have to be taken off and cleaned every use, if you're using it for your business at least, because you're going to end up ruining your spindles, popping that belt. I'm starting to hear from people that they're replacing that belt at 8 and 10 hours. I hope that's not the case, because that's going to be a constant headache. I am getting a wireless hours meter and mounting it on here.
You should just show them it real close up, so they can see that it's
yeah, right there. So as you can see, I mean, there's stuff, dirt, grass, it's going to get right in there, no problem.
Yeah, that's a key thing, to keep it clean.
Yeah, you have to keep that clean, because that belt will come off or pop on you. The spindles are going to get, you know, tangled up. Another thing, directly in the front here, just cheap plastic right there. So now, as far as positives go, there's a lot of them. I love the mower. It's super fast. It doesn't matter how fast you walk or mow, the mower's gonna keep up and excel beyond you. It's extremely powerful. This one's the pull start. They have the pull lever all the way down here. It's not up here where it's getting tangled in branches. The power of the mower is great. It has a side discharge, mulching, and bagging, and they have a you can see right there, they have a chute blocker already installed, so you're able to mulch or side discharge, keeping that in.
There's other positive stuff.
What's that?
Power, obviously, it's powerful. When you have a company, which is very important and that I'm learning is that time, how you use your time.
Yeah, I was going to mention that.
It saves so much time, and I'm not a big person either, but I handled this sucker just fine. I mean, I was whipping through the yards that I cut with this. It's great.
Basically our per yard time, we shaved off roughly 30%, maybe even a little bit more. On a couple yards, 50%. So I would say on average 35% we're shaving off right now.
And the personal pace is great.
Yeah, the personal pace, just like they have on most of their mowers. You know, great system. So,
but it's not too powerful where you can't control
right.
it. I mean, I was still able to control it once I figured out and got comfortable with it. And the yards look great with it, I think.
But yeah, that front bumper I was showing, just plastic. So if you hit anything solid at even medium speed, that's gone. So you have to really be careful. They also have the adjustments is only on 2 tires, front, back, and you can adjust the whole deck from there.
Well, that's a positive.
Great positive. It's done A through G, A being the highest, G being the lowest. I think they went a little backwards on that, but hold this for a second. Yeah, A being the highest, G being the lowest. So instead of it being numbered, you know, 1 through whatever, it's done through letters. I'm sure you get used to it real quick. The bag is huge. Vicky's grabbing the bag now. So when you're bagging, I mean, you're talking about a huge bag.
Yeah, you don't have to dump it as much.
One thing I'm worried about is our recycler. We tore a hole in that thing within 4 weeks. And that's not bagging everything.
It's kind of like the material's cheaply made.
Yeah, so I'm hoping we don't have the same issue with this one. Also, there's a deck cleaner right here. The attachment comes inside the manual. We have it at home. So, all in all, I would give the mower an A-.
Yeah, I'd give it 4 stars, I would say.
Yeah,
overall.
So, and that's great. I mean, that's not a knock. Even with the weight, I guarantee you Toro made this thing as light as they possibly could. You know, it's not I don't look at that as being like a negative, even though, yeah, okay, it sucks, but I'm sure they made it as light as they possibly could. Also, one more thing I want to point out is the shutoff. Okay, it's right here. You have to hold it down. It's covered in this light plastic. And when you shut it off, you have to press it down and hold it until the machine completely shuts off, or it will fire right back up.
Also has the height adjuster for
right, yeah. It's as simple as you pull it once, or I'm sorry, you push it in, and you just move it until its desired height. So it goes completely vertical, and then if you want to do anything with your blades or clean out your deck, you push it back, and at one point it will actually stay standing for you. I would still keep a hand on it for safety, but I think that's about it. Maybe Vicky has something else for it.
I think it's a pretty good mower. It was a little pricey, but I mean, all mowers, you know, get up there in price. I definitely would recommend it. It's not that hard to load it with two people if you have to lift it, and it's not as big. I mean, it does compact enough to, you know, be able to put other things with it when you're traveling.
Yeah. Yeah, like we were able to put our gas cans on the same.
And we just have a little thing right now.
Yeah, I showed that yesterday, but we're actually on our way to hopefully buy a trailer. Hopefully.
It'll just make the job go quicker.
Day after day after day of lifting this mower in and out, it's not gonna, you know, you're able to do it, but it can be tiresome. So
it's exhausting when you do it, 15 times a day.
And this year is definitely our investment year, just a building year, to where we're okay if in the end we don't make a profit. We're just hoping to at least get our investment back to where next year we're actually going to be going up to mowing 4 days a week next year. I'll only be at my regular job 3 days a week, and then we'll start, you know, bringing in the profit. So spending the 1,400 on the mower, okay, it sucked, but you can either bite the bullet now or bite it later. I mean, it's what you know, it's the choices. That's it.